Showers and thunderstorms come to an end overnight tonight, making for maybe a few wet roads and some areas of fog as we get started on our Thursday. But then some cooler weather on the way, not necessarily drier. Let's go ahead and walk you through the Futurecast model as we pick up on our timeline here this evening and run you through early Thursday morning. And you can see how the storms are going to slowly wind down as we head into the overnight hours. And really, again, maybe a few wet roads as we get started on our Thursday morning. That should be about the extent of it. So your weather headlines: storms wind down with some morning fog. Thursday, cooler weather settles in, but not necessarily drier weather. And then through the weekend into the start of next week, afternoon showers and thunderstorms with another cold front on Sunday. And then some much drier air expected as we get into Monday and Tuesday timeframe, but not necessarily cooler weather. I'll explain details coming up here in just a moment. You can see overnight lows tonight drop down into the 60s and 70s, so it's going to be a quiet, mild start to our day. Thursday, we're going to see those temperatures climb back into the upper 80s, so upper 80s, we're going to be trending about average. However, like I said, dew points don't necessarily drop, and our dew points will stay into the low to mid 70s all the way through Sunday. Then another cold front heads our way Sunday into Monday, and that's going to considerably drop our dew point numbers. And so while it's going to be nice and comfortable during the overnight hours and early morning hours, it's not going to be comfortable during the afternoon hours. Let me show you the big picture. This is what we're talking about. Here's the frontal boundary. This is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Here comes that drier air that's going to set up shop and work its way into the area. And again, as I mentioned, it is going to bring us drier air, but not cooler air. So as we round out the week, Friday, we're talking heat indices across much of the region of 100 degrees or hotter. Should say 90 degrees or hotter. We're going to continue that trend as we get into our Saturday. Sunday, here's that frontal boundary just off to our north, but we stay on the hot side. But heading into Monday, there we go. Dew points drop, so we're not going to be dealing with heat index values as we get into the start of next week. But again, as I mentioned, it's not going to be cooler. So we'll ramp up those rain chances through the weekend into our Sunday, then drop those rain chances Monday and Tuesday. When you look at your rainfall forecast over the next several days, the next 5 days or so, we're looking at not a ton of rain associated with this system, but we are looking at some showers and thunderstorms to fire up. As I mentioned, we're going to stay in the low to mid 90s all the way through the weekend. And as we get into the start of next week, remember the drier air is going to settle on in. And as I mentioned several times, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to cool down. Listen, dry air heats up faster than moist air. So the drier the air is, if we still have this ridge of high pressure that's expected to bring us hot weather, we'll actually get hotter. And so that's anticipated. Tuesday and Wednesday, we could push the 90s to low 100s. But again, it will make for some nice, comfortable nights. You're probably scratching your head going, what are you talking about, Witcher? Listen, dry air is going to settle on in. So the morning hours and the overnight hours will feel nice and comfortable. Once the sun goes down, you'll feel temperatures cool pretty quickly. But during the afternoon hours, we're going to heat up. It's kind of like the West Coast, Denver, Colorado, Utah, Arizona. Cool nights, but hot, dry afternoons. Low temperatures will stay right there into the 70s and 60s, really. So some pretty seasonable, if not slightly above average weather for low temperatures are heading our way. By the way, just looking ahead real quick into the month of July, the first 2 weeks anyways, we still could be trending above average when it comes to temperatures, but low temperatures not necessarily the case. But we're also looking at precipitation outlook to be relatively drier. So again, as we track each and every day's forecast, we've got your daily forecast, 1 minute with Witcher. We also have a Wake Up with Witcher, a live weather update, traffic update, and some coffee talk early in the morning, 7 o'clock, Monday through Friday. You can join on the East Tennessee Weather app. It's 100% free, by the way. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. So we sure hope you have a great night. Again, as I just mentioned, Wake Up with Witcher starts at 7 o'clock on all East Tennessee Weather platforms. I hope you join us one day. It's a lot of fun. See you then.